ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Today is regarded as SARVODHYA Martyrs Day. To start up with, I shall call upon Komati ma'am and Banashri ma'am for song.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे। वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी पर श्री जेने मात रे। जिव्यात की असत्य न बोले पर धन नव चाले हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे।
Martyrs Day or Shahid Divas every year on January 30. The day is chosen to honor the brave martyrs who laid their lives for the country. In fact, India is one of the 15 nations that celebrate Martyrs Day every year. This is because we can never forget the contributions of our brave leaders who braved the storm of the British Raj and urged in the dawn of freedom. But what made country mark it as the day they honor the fearless warriors of the nation. On January 30, 1948, the father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi ji was murdered by Nathuram Godse in Birla House during the evening prayers. This incident moved the entire nation, including the Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, who was said to have wept like a child at the cremation of Bapu. The role of Mahatma Gandhi in India's independence movement. Mahatma Gandhi played a prominent role in the freedom struggle through non-violent and peaceful methods. His ideas gained a lot of appreciation from the citizens as well as the freedom fighters who held him in the high esteem. No wonder he was popularly acclaimed as father of nation by our followers. Clad in dhoti, made of Indian homespun cloth, khadi, he walked across the length and breadth of the nation, leading non-violent protest marches to bring down the British Raj. Thousands of people, along with several leaders, supported him and followed his footsteps. He led the non-violent tax revolt in Kedah, the non-cooperation movement in early 1920s, and the famous Dandi March in 1930, the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. Nathuram Vinayak Godse, an advocate of Hindu nationalism and also a member of political party Hindu Mahasabha, murdered Gandhi on January 30, 1948, 5 months after India gained freedom. While Mahatma Gandhi was walking up the steps behind the Birla House where he conducted his multi-faith prayer meetings every evening, Godse came out of the crowd, faced him, looked him in the eye and fired 3 shots at point-blank range. Gandhi was carried inside the Birla House and was declared dead by one of the representatives. So, every year on day of Bapu breathed last, the nation celebrate Martyrs' Day. The President, Vice President, Prime Minister and the Defence Minister gathered to Rajghat to pay the tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.
Action, not the fruit of the action. That's important. You have to do the right thing. It may not be in your power, may not be in your time. That there will be any fruit, but that doesn't mean you stop doing the right thing. You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do nothing, there will be no result. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty.
Not conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of oceans are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty.
Could change ourselves, the tendency in the world could also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him. We need not wait to see what others do. A man is but a product of his thought. What he thinks, he becomes. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. Nobody can hurt me without my permission.
The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. If we are to teach real peace in this world and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children.
Gandhiji's message on education. Character cannot be built with mortar and stone. It cannot be built by hands other than your own. The principal and the professor cannot give you character from the pages of the books. Character building comes from their very lives, and really speaking, it must come from within yourself. Put all your knowledge, learning and scholarship in one scale and truth and purity in the other, and the later will by far outweigh the other. The miasma of moral impurity has today spread among our school-going children, and like a hidden epidemic is walking among them. All your scholarship, all your study of the scriptures will be in vain if you fail to translate their teachings into your daily life. If teachers impart all the knowledge in the world to their children but inculcate not truth and purity among them, they will have betrayed them and instead of raising them, set them on the downward road to perdition. Knowledge without character is a power for evil only, as seen in the instances of so many talented thieves and gentlemen rascals in the world. The student should be above all humble and correct. The greatest to remain great has to be in the lowliest by choice. If I can speak from my knowledge of Hindu belief, the life of the student is to correspond to the life of a sannyasi up to the time of his studies end. He is to be under the strictest discipline. He cannot marry nor indulge in dissipation. He cannot indulge in drinks and the like. His behavior is to be a patron of exemplary self-resistance. Thank you. रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी घट में राम, जब बोलो तब सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। हाथों से करो घर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। कौशल्या का वाला राम, दशरथ जी का प्यारा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। बंसी वाला हे घनश्याम, धनुषधारी सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे मन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
Respected sir and all dear teachers and friends, this day is really very special for us. How we celebrate all the events in our school so specially. Likewise, even the SARVODHYA day is one of the special day for us, because we are the people who truly follows the guidelines, the principles and the ideologies of Mahatma Gandhi ji through our beloved sir. In every step, we see that we are following his footprints with his principles and ideologies. For that, just 10 years back, we have conducted an exhibition which is exclusively on Mahatma Gandhi ji. It is the discovery of Gandhi ji. So in the same line, the coming academic year will be completely dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi ji, as sir said. In every subject, his touch, his role will be highlighted in our school. And I wanted all the teachers to start working out on this. So it will be a second milestone in the history of our school, exclusively on Mahatma Gandhi ji. So all the things which we can do is we can follow Gandhi ji. As today one of the thought was sent, no one can be a Gandhi, but we can try to be, or we can try to inculcate his ideologies in us so that we can be a true citizen. If and only if he remains in our mind and heart, we can expect peace in the world. So being the countrymen of Mahatma Gandhi ji, that he belongs to us, with that pride my tribute to this great person, the father of our nation. So, thank you, Ananda.
Our coordinator Devendra sir to share few words.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ, ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡ ದಿನ. ಇವತ್ತು ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿಯವರು ದೇಹ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಆತ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಇದೆ. ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಸಂದೇಶಗಳು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ, ಹಿಂದೆ, ಇಂದು, ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಶಾಶ್ವತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಗಾಂಧಿ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ದೇಶ ಸರಿದಾರಿಗೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಬಯಸಿದ್ರು ಶಾಂತಿನ, ಇವತ್ತು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಶಾಂತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿರೋರು ಮಹಾತ್ಮ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡೆದಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕಾರಣ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರೋವಂಥ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು, ಯಾವುದು ಸರಿ ಯಾವುದು ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ದೇ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಿತ್ತಾಡೋದು, ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೊಡೆದಾಡೋದು, ಅದು ಇನ್ಯಾರಿಗೋ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಸಂದೇಶ ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಧರ್ಮ ಆದ್ರೇನು, ಯಾವ ಜಾತಿ ಆದ್ರೇನು, ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆ ಆದ್ರೇನು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಜ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ದೇಶ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಮುಂದುವರೆದಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವತ್ತು ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಸಂದೇಶಗಳು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಸಂದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾರೂ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸರ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಯೂತ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಜವಾದ ದೇಶ, ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗಾಂಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಓದಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ. ಯಾವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಡೀ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ಪುರ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿನ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಬಾಬು ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಂದ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ಪುರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಹಾತ್ಮನ ಸಂದೇಶ ಸಾರಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ವೋದಯ ದಿನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸರ್ವರ ಉದಯವೇ ಸರ್ವೋದಯ ದಿನ. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಉದಯವಾಗಲಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉದಯವಾಗಲಿ, ಶಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ದೇಶ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಂದಿನಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕಥನ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ CM ಇಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಈ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕಥನ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆಯಿಂದ ಬಾಬು ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಲಭಿಸಿತು. ನಾಗಭೂಷಣ್ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಂಥ ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಡಿಯೋನು ಕೂಡ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓದಕ್ಕಾಗದಿರೋರು ಆಡಿಯೋ ಆದರೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಂದಿನಿಂದ ಪ್ರತಿ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ನೀವೇನು ಲಂಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು 5 ರಿಂದ 10 ನಿಮಿಷವರೆಗೂ ಆ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕಥನದ ಕಥೆಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಆಲಿಸಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
From our beloved sir who shows the principles and ideologies of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So I request our Babu sir to share few words on this special day.
Dear teachers and my beloved florets, very few things I wanted to share with you all, because already they have given you all the details about Gandhiji. Day in and day out in our school we speak about him. What has happened is Gandhi is kept apart. He is kept too far from us. I wanted the teachers to make it or bring him near to the students. For that, You will have to experiment with Gandhi. Teachers should experiment with Gandhi. If possible, students, you also experiment him. Don't believe him until you are convinced. Gandhi says, whatever I say, don't believe. You should get convinced. No other leaders in the world had the guts to say this. No other leaders. Some leaders, if you question, they get irritated. They get arrogant. I wanted you to experiment him. Whenever time permits, take a book, read. While reading, be blank. Then only you can take what it is in the book. If you have any bias in your mind, like some of your uncles saying Gandhi is against Hindus, some of the people in the papers and in the media barking about Hindus, Muslims, my question is, what was the last word uttered by Gandhi?
Hey Ram.
What was the last word uttered by Gandhi when he was shot? He said, Hey Ram. While the 3 bullets entered, 2 went away through his back, 1 stayed in him. The word he uttered was Hey Ram. How many Rama Bhaktas of today will recite this on their deathbed? Even as sadhus meditating in Himalayas, or the pujaris who are in the temple, on their death, when their death nears them, they will say, Ayo, Amma, or something like that. They will never utter. I have never seen any saint or heard of anybody who said, Hey Ram, when he died. Is Gandhi not a true Indian? Is Gandhi not a true Hindu? Is Gandhi not a true Rama Bhakta? But who killed him? A Hindu fanatist killed him. In the name of Hinduism, who killed? A Hindu fanatist killed. You see, my dear students, I'll say one thing. When his body was burnt, 1 bullet which was in him, inside his body, while segregating the ashes, they took that bullet which was melted. It is still kept in the museum in Delhi. The shape of that bullet was undivided India. The shape of that bullet which melted was in the shape of undivided India. That is the message which this great person gave to us. Comfortably, the politicians close everything, hide everything. You should understand him. I don't consider him as a saint. Sometimes I don't think him as a Mahatma also. Take him as your friend. I do that. Quarrel with him while reading why he said like this. Go to the situation back. When you are reading history, you should not read in the present context. You have to go back and read. What was the condition at that time? Why he said so? When Gandhi was shot, immediately the message reached the Viceroy's house. At the time, the Viceroy's was Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten asked, who killed him? He was shocked. Yes, who killed? They said, no, we don't know. Viceroy said, if it was a Muslim, we can never stop a genocide, nor the world will see such as genocide afterwards. So only when he came, before understanding who killed, knowing who killed, he said a Hindu killed Gandhi. And that is why there was total peace. And he said, when Nehruji asked, he said, there is no one to stop. If we say that the other religions people has killed him, there will be outbreak of violence everywhere. There is no Gandhi to stop it. I say, my dear Florets, my dear teachers, read him, take him as your friend, understand him, and try to inculcate what he said is right, do it. For that, you experiment. Very simple. Gandhi's way is very simple. Being true to oneself, being true to others. Very easy to say. True to oneself. I have to be true to myself first. What I am doing, my inner voice should not question me. I should not be deaf to my inner voice. So, you have to be true to yourself, and then you can be true to others. Today what's happening? We are searching for an alternate to Gandhi. How can there be alternate to a son? We are searching for it. We are going this way and that way, wandering here and there, picking up those who died long back, creating them, keeping them tall, saying he is such a great man, he is such a great man, he did that, he did that. Even during his lifetime, Gandhi was questioned. Gandhi was criticized. There is no other leader in this world who was put to an acid test like Gandhi. He was the only leader who got all brickbats from every corner, from his own son, sometimes from his own wife. In spite of all odds, he was able to come up and be a model by leading a moral life. What did he want from the world? What did he pray? As Kabir said, Ram Rahim Ek Hai, Krishna Kareem Ek Hai. What Gandhiji wanted? He said, Ishwar Allah Tere Naam, Sabko Sanmati De Bhagwan. Give good buddhi, san buddhi, sad buddhi to all. Dear students, read him. Small literatures, a page a day about Gandhi. What books is written on him, what are the books written by him, try to read it. Recently when I heard a speech of Kamal Hassan, he said this. He said, I was a very critic from my young age. I did not like Gandhi. I used to hate him. People used to misguide me, saying he did this, he did that. We would have got independence before if we would have followed Netaji. Dear students, he said, he went and questioned his father about this. His father was an advocate. He was a follower of Gandhiji and the Congress party, and he said, he did not give any answer. He said one thing, read Gandhi. You read him. Whatever you want to question me, the father said, you question him. If you don't get the answer, you believe what it is. Then he started to read Gandhi. And today, he says, I am very proud of being Gandhi's great grandson, he says. We are also, isn't it? To such a great Gandhi Tata, we are all grandchildren, isn't it? My dear students, remember this. He is the most affectionate among any leaders. He can be followed if we could understand him. For that you have to go to him, take him, question him, experiment him. And again I say, there is no other leader in this world who are put for acid test like Gandhiji. In spite of all, he stands tall. And the world has recognized him in the past few centuries, past 200 to 300 years. There were only 3 persons the world has recognized. One is Buddha, the next is Jesus Christ, and the third is Gandhiji. 19th and 20th century, only Gandhi is recognized as one of the most revered person. Buddha born in India, but we gave him to the world. There is no proper Buddhism in our country. Let us not lose Gandhi. He is born in India, born for us, he lived for us, he died for us. Let us understand him. Don't worry who is following Gandhi. You follow. In your simple household things. Having systematic life, being very disciplined in life, chalk out your programs morning till evening. Go accordingly. Punctuality in everything. Cleanliness in everything. Thought, word and deed, being clean. We talk about clean India today. Gandhi started it long back. He was the one who became a scavenger in every village, wherever he went. So, in every way, let us follow him. For that, go to him, ask him, question him, experiment him, understand him, and follow him. May God bless you.
Science has proved the death is only for the body, not for the soul. So, every time we were really eager to learn from our sir. But this moment, really we could experience his soul is surrounded by us. So with that, we thank all the team behind this. Firstly, for our sir and all the social science department teachers and the office bearers and all the students. So now you can continue with your work. Thank you.